Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for Northern Ag TV. Well, Connie Ahlgren, a producer from Grass Range, Montana, and the current office manager for the Lewistown Farm Bureau, received 2024 Montana CattleWoman of the Year. Connie has served Montana CattleWomans as president, vice president, and a district director. She's also been a Montana Stock Growers Board member, is on the State Grazing District Board, and helps out with many industry events like the 30 Days of Beef Raffle, the Longest Table event, and the County Fair.
So it's just building that friendship and sharing ideas, navigating legislative ideas too. We're going to the Capitol here the 18th for National Agriculture Day. There's just so many opportunities through the Montana CattleWoman.
Vicki Taylor, current president of Montana CattleWomans, told me that Connie is the organization's boots on the ground.
She is always out there promoting and talking to people and educating and really helping with the beef industry. She's not afraid to talk to anyone, and she has a lot of information to share with people, and she is really good at doing that. So she is definitely our boots on the ground when it comes to CattleWomen and the beef industry.
You can listen to that full interview at northernag.net under the Podcasts tab. As part of the ongoing Right to Repair lawsuit, John Deere is going to be required to share communications it's had with third-party equipment dealers and trade associations. This case, filed by a group of 16 farmers, alleges John Deere monopolized the repair market through its equipment onboard computers. Deere argued that these communications were privileged, but the judge disagreed, stating the company failed to prove the communications were protected by the shared interest privilege. The discovery phase of the case continues until May 2025. And a reminder that the Montana Economic Outlook Seminar Series for the eastern side of the state starts this week on March 11th in Sidney and the 12th in Miles City. Key issues being negotiated in Washington, D.C. today and what the Farm Bill package is going to look like are some of the things that Joel Schumacher, Extension Specialist and Ag Economist at MSU, says will be covered at these next two seminars.
More recently, we've seen lots of tariffs and proposed tariffs and retaliatory tariffs and canceled tariffs. And, Montana Ag, we export an awful lot of products, and we also import a number of products, including some inputs. So, when those tariffs go into place, how long they stay into place, who's got inventory on hand, might very much determine what your bottom line looks like for 2025.
That's March 11th in Sidney and March 12th in Miles City. We'll be back with the markets right after this.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Talking with someone that is stressed out, those are difficult things to approach, but if you're good friends with those people, reach out and say, I'm here to talk to you, we can find somewhere to get some assistance. It's hard to get involved, but at the same time, you want to just say, hey, there is help available.
For more tips in dealing with stress in agriculture or for free counseling for egg producers, visit beyondtheweather.com.
By mid-morning on Friday, the Cattle Futures Board had $3 gains. Traders took comfort in the fact that tariffs on Mexico and Canada are delayed until early April. Cash trade ended the week steady to the previous averages, to $2 lower at $1.96 on the hoof and $3.10 on the rail. Export sales came out to be weaker at 13,400 metric tons, possibly a reaction to higher beef prices. Choice box beef cuts were $1.19 higher on Friday at $314.12. At the Billings Livestock Commission, a mix of cattle went through the ring with over 2,000 head of feeders, plus a few hundred head of slaughters and replacement cattle. Heavy 600-pound steers were in the highest demand, selling at $321 per hundredweight, and heavy 5s at $349. Heavy 500-pound heifers sold at a $326 average. Big heavy cows sold steady, with overall slaughter selling between $142 and $153. A few breds sold as well, with 2 to 4-year-olds at $2,700 and 5-year-olds at $19 and over 5-year-olds at $19.50. Taking a look at a recent production sale in Dillon, the Split Diamond Ranch had their sale on Thursday, and their yearling bulls averaged $7,480. Well, the wheat markets led the way lower on Friday after gains in the previous session. Traders were able to take a breather on Thursday regarding the delay in tariffs, but are still uneasy as it's just a delay and not a long-term solution. Warmer weather and moisture in the forecast for the northern plains has traders looking towards what conditions will be like when the crop comes out of dormancy. Looking at the most recent drought monitor, we can see that some key growing areas do remain very dry in the northern plains. However, overall, the United States drought conditions remain steady week over week. That's it for today's Northern Ag TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Grace McDonald.